Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. And in this Inkscape tutorial for beginners, we are going to know all about the zoom and pan options in Inkscape, and we'll be knowing all about these tools right over here. All those tools and panels, those are present in Inkscape. Stay tuned. In this tutorial, the next thing that we need to do, we need to know first how to zoom and pan in Inkscape. If we have a view right over here, we can see that this is a magnifying glass. If we click on it, we can see that there comes the zoom in option and there goes the zoom out. So if we press on it, we can see that the document is currently zoomed in. And if we press on this minus option here, this is the zoom out option, the same thing will be happening right over here. But the alternate method, there is a very quick and alternative method that practically navigates, that practically zooms in or zoom out our document in a very quicker way. And it is just, first of all, this is the select tool, and next press and hold down the control key and mouse wheel up, and you can see that your document is now zooming in. If we hold down our control key and scroll up the middle mouse wheel, and if we scroll down it, we can see that the document is practically now zooming out. So this is a very quick and convenient way to zoom in or zoom out in case of Inkscape documents, and it will be a very effective one in later cases. And we might find in those particular cases that this quick and effective method of zooming in or zooming out is practically going to make all the difference. In the similar manner, first of all, let's zoom in. Now, if we need to pan around, the first thing that we will notice that here comes a horizontal scroll bar, and if we just click on it and pan around, we can see that panning is possible. And the similar thing goes for this vertical scroll bar. If we hold down our click and if we just scroll it down from top to bottom, we can see that practically we can pan around the vertical axis of this individual document. But another thing that we can do right over here, as a hotkey user, we might press and hold down the shift button. Now if we scroll in, there it goes, we are scrolling in, and we can see that we can pan around the document in a horizontal mode axis. And just release this individual shift key now, and if we scroll in or out, we can see that we can practically navigate around the vertical axis of this individual document. So here is the key. All we need to do, we need to press the control button and hold it down, and then if we scroll in, we can see that we are practically zooming into a document. Holding the same control key and pressing it down, if we zoom out, we can see that definitely we can zoom in or zoom out of a respected document. And to pan around, we may use our shift key. We may hold it down, we may press and hold it down, and then if we just move our scroll bar in or out, we can see that we are practically able to pan around this individual document. Now we are aware of this tool here, this select box, and this is the zooming tool. Now basically there are all other each and every tool components being present right over here, which we may use to create some individual project with Inkscape. As we can see that here comes the edit paths by nodes element here. This is the zoom in or zoom out button right over here. So this is the rectangular shape, orthogonal shape right over here, 3D boxes. And there comes the circle, the particular shape, the spinning or wheeling tool right over here. There comes the brush element. So we are practically able to create any kind of document with in a freehand mode. All will be discussed, so don't worry. And this is another strong feature of Inkscape, which is known as pen tool with Bezier curves. So we will be practically able to make elements with this very important feature of Inkscape, which we'll be discussing later tutorial. And then first of all, press Ctrl Z, and then comes the calligraphic tool here. This is the calligraphic tool or brush strokes. This is the text tool right over here. The purpose of it is to create and edit text objects. Next comes the spraying tool. All will be discussed in the later tutorials, so don't be worried. Just have a look right over here. As we can see that each and every required tools are practically organized into this extreme left panel of your Inkscape document. And if we have a look into this right panel of our Inkscape document, we can see that this is practically the option to create the default document from the template, and then comes the open an existing document. So if we click onto it, we will be practically able to open an existing document into our project, into our computer. This is the save document, the alternate option of which is very well known, Control S, and there goes the print document option. So indentation or import a bitmap or SVG image into this document. So each and every, this is the practically undo last action, and this is the redo option here, and all those copy, cut, paste, all those options are right over here. This is another thing that we need to know, that zoom to fit drawing in window. So we are practically trying to fit our document into window, and in that particular case, if we click onto it, it will be fitting into our window if it is out of context. And there it goes. This is the zoom to fit the page in window. So we are trying to practically fit our page into our document, and that is why we might be using this individual thing right over here, and duplicate selected objects. So all those things are right over here, which can be very much equally helpful in understanding the Inkscape document. So there goes the zoom and pan around thing, and there goes the tools and panel boxes right over here, and all those related things, like this is the enable snapping mode. We'll be later knowing about it, what happens if we turn it on and if we turn it off. So what will be the result? We'll be knowing it. We will be practically seeing it live into our project. In the next case, this is for the first time in our Inkscape tutorial for beginners. We will be working with live shapes right over here. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then,